I'm back with my best friend Link, or as Elena likes to call him, Zelda.
It was a mistake!
You did it twice. Anyways, let's continue our lesson with probability. Alright, to start, let's begin with compound probability of independent events, or probability of A and B. So when dealing with independent events, take note independent because it's different for dependent events. We'll go over that later. But for independent events, probability of A and B is equal to the probability of A times the probability of B. So for example, we're going to use this beautiful drawing down here. Let's say that our good friend over at biology, Jason Jewick, has 4 elephants and 4 elephant riding saddles. And I'm like, okay, Jason, I want to take one of your elephants out for a ride. So I randomly choose one of his elephants and one of his elephant riding saddles. Let's say I wanted to know what is the probability that I choose a red elephant and a green saddle. So in order to do this, let's start with what is probability A and what is probability B. We're going to say that probability A is equal to the chance that I get the red elephant. So there's 1 red elephant and there's 4 total elephants. So the probability of A is 1 over 4. And we're going to say that the probability of B is equal to the chance that I get the green saddle. And there's 1 green saddle out of the 4 total. So the probability of B is 1 over 4. So the probability of A and B is equal to probability of A times probability B. So it'd be 1 over 4 times 1 over 4, which is equal to 1 over 16. And that's our answer. Alright, now let's go over the addition rule for probability. So basically, if you have probability of A or B, that is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B. So let's go over an example. Let's say I took a trip down to Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium and I got a bag of 8 marbles. There's 3 green, 2 red, and 3 blue. Let's say that probability A, okay, let me take a step back. I'm going to pick 1 marble randomly from the bag. Let's say that probability A is that I pick a green marble. Okay, so that'll be 3 over the 8 total marbles. 3 green marbles over the 8 total. And we'll say that probability B is going to be equal to the chance that I pick a blue marble, which is, there's 3 blue marbles, 8 total, so that's also going to be 3 over 8. So now probability A or B is equal to probability A plus probability B minus A and B. So we know probability A is 3 over 8, probability B is 3 over 8. So probability A plus probability B is equal to 6 over 8. And that is minus probability A and B. And we know that these are independent events. If you don't know what that is, we'll go over that. I went over that in an earlier video. So we know that these events, picking this marble is an independent event since I'm only picking 1. So the probability that I pick a green is 3 over 8, probability that I pick blue is 3 over 8. So we know that since they're independent, we can multiply them to find and. So when you multiply 3 over 8 by 3 over 8, you get 9 over 64. So this is 6 over 8 minus 9 over 64. So now to solve this, you have to multiply, and you end up with 48 over 64 minus 9 over 64, and then you get 39 over 64. And that is the probability that from the 1 marble I pick, I either get a green or blue. Ding! Last but not least, for this video, let's go over the counting principle. And it's pretty simple. If action A can occur in M ways, and an action B can occur in N ways, then actions A and B can occur in MN ways. And this is also true for more than 2 actions. So let's go over an example. Let's say I was making a random 2-digit number where the first digit is either a 1 or a 2, and the second digit is either 1, 2, or 3. So I'll write it right here. So the first digit is either a 1 or a 2, and the second digit is either a 1, a 2, or a 3. Okay, so now If I were to choose 1 as the first digit, then after that I can choose 1, 2, or 3 for the second digit. So already here there's 3 possibilities for combinations in the first one. In the second one, if I were to choose 2 first, there's still 1, 2, or 3 that I can choose for the second option. So there's 3 options total there. I'll write them out. 11, 12, and 13 for there, and 21, 22, and 23 for here. So now how we can say, if we look here, A can occur m ways and B can occur in n ways. A and B can occur in mn ways. A, which is going to be the first digit, can occur in 2 ways, either 1 or 2. So we'll say m equals 2. And n, which is the second digit, can occur in 3 ways. So n equals 3. So now you just get 2 times 3 equals 6. And you can prove that here. There's 3 options here and 3 options here. 3 plus 3 equals 6. That was the show for today. It's me, your host, Matt Lacayo, signing off.